On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous were you for this?
Like 8.5.
To be fair, I was kind of nervous too.
Why? Because this is not our first date, or?
What? Do you think people know our law?
What law?
That we have known each other for over 10 years. And that we know each other because we went to the same university.
Yes.
Were you forgetting about this?
No.
And at the same university where you now have a doctorate.
You don't have one.
I have an honorary fellowship. But they gave you a doctorate.
They didn't give you the same thing?
No, they didn't give me a doctorate.
I'm sorry.
But do you think the doctorate is better than the fellowship?
Obviously it is, yeah.
Right, yeah. I'll tell you a story. We were at a pub in South London, and I really do think this was one of your first ever shows you ever did. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I just put out the first date with Getz, and you'd seen it, or I'd told you about it, or whatever, and I said, can you be the second episode? And you said, no.
I said, I'd love that.
You said no.
Did I really?
You said no. And you said no.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, now it's just funny because now you're just like... Desperate. I heard that on your new album, you're singing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that a good idea, do you think?
No. I'm nervous about it, actually. Do you know, it's actually thanks to, do you listen to Fontaines?
Yeah.
Do you know the guy, Griffin, the lead singer? Mm-hmm. There was like a few songs that I really wanted like someone to sing on. We were talking for ages, and then as soon as I talked about him being on one of my tunes, he just stopped replying. So then I had to record it myself. So it's kind of thanks to him that I'm singing on it, because without him...
He rejected you, like, kind of like how you rejected me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rejection leads to...
Yeah, like look at you now.
Amazing.
Who's been on this as well? Like
Timothy Chalamet, no? Not yet.
No, don't rub it in.
Sorry.
How bad are you at football?
How bad am I at football?
Yeah.
I'm good at football. What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. What?
Are you still having football lessons?
Well, I'm not having football lessons
You were
anymore
having
because
football
I got
lessons.
scared
Why?
of the ball.
Was it like with a whole team, or was it just you and a
No,
coach?
I wouldn't go with the team. That was the issue.
But you can't play football with one.
Well, that's what my coach was saying. He said, Amelia, you can't play football just on your own. And I said, yes, I can. Let me.
Where were you doing this? In the park?
Yes. Football's really hard. That's why I say, like, how bad are you at football? I think that's more realistic than saying how good are you.
Yeah,
because
I'm not that good.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I'm like a 6.
6 out of 100. What? Really?
10.
Well, you're good at swimming, no?
How'd you know that?
Because I've seen you at the Lido.
True, yeah, I did see it at the Lido many times.
Yes.
And your sister was there.
Yes.
How's your sister?
She's fine.
I feel like I spend more time with your sister. I see her.
You don't really spend that much time with my sister.
Whenever I'm out on the street, like, she's the one I bump into, not you.
Yeah.
It's like, we'll be on the street
I'm
in the
hiding
corner.
from you,
and
that's why.
like, okay.
I've seen you numerous times.
Brilliant. And you go
and
the
I've
other way.
hidden in a bush.
Fantastic. Nuggets are so bad for you, Amelia.
What?
Have you seen, like, the meat that's in that?
Look, this is a conversation
But have you
that
seen
always is brought up around me, and I just don't have time for it.
Fine.
What's
I'm just
in
worried
the
about
nugget?
you.
Oh, what's in the
I
nugget?
care
It's
about
like,
you,
it's
okay?
boring. Okay?
Fine.
Are you excited for Glastonbury?
Nervous, I think.
Nervous?
It's like a big...
It's a big stage, isn't it?
It's a big stage. Are
Oh,
you going to
it's
be
a
there?
big stage. Obviously, I'm going to be there. I'll be side of stage, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'll be on stage.
So, wow, do you actually want to?
What would I do? I could dance.
It's up to you.
I can do a dance.
I've seen you dance. Sorry. I don't know, man. I can't sing. But I think that's why I'm singing on my music, is because, like, if I am doing it, then it's
You're
like...
inspiring the next generation.
No. It's not about singing, like, technically well. It's just about, you know, like, expressing how you feel.
Well, do you think singing is quite vulnerable?
Definitely. I think the main reason I was singing is because, like, a lot of my music now is, like, maybe a bit about my kids, and, like, I don't have, like, the words to express, like, you know what I mean? How I feel about them. So the only thing that can come across is, like, to try and, like, sing it.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Thanks.
Wow.
Damn.
Is it more important for me to find a soulmate or for you to find a soul sample?
For you to find a soulmate.
Would you say that you're a... Would you say...
Would I say that...
Would you
you
say
got
that
a
you're...
You have a... You got a...
Thank you.
It's okay.
Would you say that you're a romantic person?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you do, like, big gestures or
No, like
small?
constant small gestures.
Constant small
Not like
gestures?
constant, like every second of every day, but like...
Okay.
Not like every 6 months, like one nice thing that makes up for all the bad things, you know?
Consistency.
Yeah, that's... Surely that's...
key.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You would know.
So you're an empath?
I think so, actually, yeah, I think so. Are you not?
Isn't an empath when, like, someone's upset and then you really feel upset?
Yeah, but you take it
about,
on,
you take it on.
yeah.
I don't think I do that.
Nah, I do that. I think it's exhausting as well. I don't think you should do that.
I feel like it must be exhausting.
I don't want that.
Because then, are you just processing other people's emotions instead of your own?
Yeah, and then you're worried about other people feeling like doing something. Like you put other people's feelings first, right? Because their feelings are basically yours. Like if someone else is upset, then I'm going to get upset.
And then you wake up one day and you're like, shit, I feel like
True.
crap.
Basically all the time. Or if someone else is nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's why I'm not an empath.
Like why you're nervous now, that's making me nervous now.
Come join the dark side.
I don't know how. I actually don't know how.
Reprogramming your mind is hard.
Do some CBT.
The behaviour you've been taught and like things you've been
what the stuff you picked up from your parents. And
but anyway.
Wow, you're really getting deep today.
Yes,
this
I
is such
know.
a deep one. What?
I literally told you before, I was like, don't be serious.
These are meant to be. I'm not serious, you're being serious.
So, what's boom bap?
How do you like this? Is the drums boom bap? Yeah.
Boom bap.
There you go.
What's a Loyle Carner type beat?
I actually used a Loyle Carner type. I went on YouTube and used one of them.
Did you?
Yeah, this kid from my cooking school, Hugo, he was like, there's a lot of good beats with your name on them on YouTube. And I was like, there's no way. And so I went online, just searched like Loyle Carner type beat. And one of them was so good. And I'm that predictable that I used it, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Surely there's like videos of you that are not you, or like songs where it's your voice, because your voice is so like.
I think you think that I'm like bigger than I am.
You don't understand.
I feel like
you don't understand how famous you are.
Every time I see you,
Actually,
you're so famous.
You are though.
Maybe in your world.
When I see,
it's because you're thinking about me all the time. That's why.
It's exhausting actually being in my house.
Yeah.
Because everyone's always like, "Why are you talking about her again?" And I'm like, "She just dropped another video. What? Like, can we just watch it on the TV?"
My sister, I tell everything to her.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes.
Does she tell you everything? I feel like maybe
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't tell me anything.
But then maybe you're telling her stuff, and then she has that person that she's telling everything.
No, she just keeps it
Well,
on
she must do though, because everyone has one person. Maybe she's telling me.
Well, by the sounds of it, she's telling you. Because you hang out all the time.
Yeah, we do a bit.
You're seeing each other all
at
the time.
At the pool, I see her
Best
at the pool a lot.
friends.
No, but I wouldn't say best friends, but like, obviously we catch a vibe.
So does Central C. In my DMs, I have people asking me for photos of my feet.
Are you doing that?
Am I doing that?
I was doing that for a bit. Because you can make a lot of money doing that.
I can imagine you doing that. Yeah, that makes sense. But me, no. Because your feet, I mean, they're crazy.
They are great, aren't they?
I said crazy, but yeah.
Crazy great.
Crazy great.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
feet are important.
Yeah, I love feet.
Because you have to walk with them.
Yeah. Also, you're not meant to wear shoes. Apparently, like as a kid, like you're meant to be barefoot for as much as you can, because your feet are like connected to the whatever.
To the
sorry.
universe, the universe.
No, not like that. Not like that. Don't make me that guy, man. It's just like.
No, that is really beautiful.
No, just for kids to like get a grip of how they're feeling, because like I always get worried that my kids have got no shoes on, because my son always wants to take his shoes and socks off. And I'm always like, put your shoes on, but apparently you're actually meant to let them do their thing. Because the reason they want to take their shoes off is because they want to be connected to like the world.
What else have your children taught you about?
This is a deep question though. I thought you were
other than taking your shoes off.
Just like they make you brave, in a way. Like a lot of the things I do with my son is like for the first time for him, but also for me, because like me and my dad wasn't that close when I was his age. So like all of the things that I do with him, it's almost like my inner child is also getting that. Like if I read him a bedtime story, or we go, whatever, anything we do, he's getting it for the first time, but I'm also getting it for the first time. So I'm almost like a dad to him and like a dad to me as well.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's cute.
There's a deep.
Oh, happy to see you, Ben.
Happy to see you too. Oh, I just started making focaccia. Have you ever made that?
No, obviously not.
It's really easy to do. You just like, it's like flour.
It won't be easy
oil.
for me.
Honestly, it actually
will not be easy for me. It will be grueling and depressing.
Should have made you some, I'm sorry.
If Loyle Carner was a vegetable, what vegetable?
Broccoli.
Okay, I was going to say parsnip.
Okay, why?
Underrated.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
And not a chore.
And actually, finally, we did the date.
And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
No, it actually wasn't.
You thought it was going to be bad. What did you think it was going to be like?
I just thought you were going to put a lot of pressure on me.
That's what everyone says.
But you're actually quite nice.
Yes, I am.
This is the best date we've been on.
6'2" in a compact.
No slack, but luckily the seats roll back.
Oh my god, you love it. My biggest fan. Here we go.